Hey guys, it's Mark Aguirre, KillerConfidence.com here in Los Angeles, California. I want to give you some tips, gentlemen, on exactly what you need to do as far as effective conversation with women. Conversation dynamics, we'll call this particular piece. A couple of points you want to consider. Sure, there's always room for compliments, although I don't recommend too many of them. In fact, if you're going to do any kind of compliments with any person, make sure that it's not the same old song and dance. Try something a little bit more unique, especially with women that you find yourself attracted to, and you always can see that they're attracted to you as well. Unique style is a really nice compliment. You have a very unique style about you, far better than you're very, very hot or you're very pretty. Step out of the norm, try a little more sizzle. Or you have a nice energy about you. That's very, very complimentary. Hey, you have a very easy presence about you. You see how these compliments are far different from the average, and they really show a different side of you. And that's what we want to focus on when we're talking to ladies. Another point you want to focus on is when you're in conversation, always ask questions that give you more than a yes or no answer. Those are called open-ended questions. That gives them the opportunity to really share with you a bigger story, allowing you to listen and generate more and more effective questions. For example, you could ask for an opinion. Excuse me, I want to get your opinion on something. Do you like this better or this better? And let's say you're showing off two different cufflinks in a conversation piece. I need a woman's point of view. You ask for advice. I need to get a woman's point of view. What do you think about this thought? Those kinds of entries or conversation starters are far more effective than, hey, where do you live? What's your name? They don't want to divulge any personal information. They don't even know you. So you just start off in a regular conversation, non-threatening, very easy to do. Always give credit where credit is due. If you're with a group of guys and you say you start a conversation with a woman that seems to be clicking with you, you introduce your friends, right? But always make sure that you are associating yourself with people that are at your level or better than you. You never want to put down a friend. You never want to make fun of a friend. You always want to upsell your friends. For example, instead of saying, I'd like you to meet my buddy John, you want to say something like this. I want you to meet a really close friend of mine. He's one of my mentors, and we've been friends for 5 years. His name is John. You add a little more space, a little more sizzle, I should say, to John, and you're associating yourself with good people. Women like that. And when you're asking questions, we talked earlier, ask questions that are just better. You know, where do you live? What do you do? Where do you work? You're no different than any other man. Remember that women want to focus on points of interest like psychology, travel, spirituality. Those are the things that grab their attention. So focus on questions that could lead them into that kind of a conversation that will, instill a little passion, a little romance, and lead you down the right path. Here's an example. If you could get away tonight on any plane, what foreign land would you go to for your romantic getaway? Interesting question, isn't it? But it's very, very effective when you're talking to women. Tell me about one of your biggest passions in life. It's another great question to ask a woman. If you could fly away on a plane tonight, what deserted island would you want to land on, and why? You see how we can lead the conversation to where we want it to go as opposed to talking about everyday life, weather, crime, taxes, and war? Boring, right? So those are the types of things that you want to share. One of my other favorites, by the way, is tell me about some of the happiest moments in your life. Far more engaging, makes you look way more credible, and you'll have a far greater success with women. So stay tuned for other classes and tidbits of information for men and women on dating and the social realm. Go to KillerConfidence.com. My name is Mark Aguirre. Talk to you soon.